Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you guys a quick comparison between both of these iPods, the iPod Nano 3rd generation and the iPod Classic 7th generation. Now I've been searching up on YouTube for both of these comparisons, but I can't find no videos like them. So today I'm just going to do a quick comparison showing some of the similarities and the differences between both of these iPods. These two iPods have about the same exact color front. They have like a dark gray, space gray color. They kind of look like the newer MacBook laptop colors with a space gray theme. It pretty much looks like it. That's why these iPods, they still look nice even till this day. This body is 100% metal, very nice quality. Same thing with the back as well. These iPods, the chrome back, they really do get scratched up extremely easily, as you can see with the Classic 7th generation there. You could barely see anything with the reflection. With the iPod Nano, this one has been taken care of a bit more, so there is less scratches on the iPod Nano. The screen size between both of these, they look around the same, but the iPod Nano is a 2-inch screen display and the Classic is a 2.5-inch display. From far away, they kind of have the same exact size, and looking at them at the side angle, both of these iPods are still pretty thin, honestly. The Nano is around like thinner than a pencil and smaller than a credit card, and this one, I'll say it's about the same thickness as a pencil actually, now that I think about it. I got an Apple Pencil right here, and as you can see that they're pretty much the same exact thickness between the Classic and the Apple Pencil that I have over here, so it's pretty much the same exact size. So if you think about getting an iPod Classic and you're worried about the size and the thickness of this, don't be too worried, because the Apple Pencil here looks very slim and it's basically around the same exact thickness as the Apple Pencil. So this is how both iPods look like together when it's measured. The iPod Nano is a little over 2.5 inches, and the iPod Classic is exactly 4 inches in length. As you can see, that's not big at all. If I get an iPhone 8 Plus, this is how it pretty much looks like side by side. And as you can see, the iPhone 8 Plus, it's about a little over half its size. It's honestly right below the volume button here. The bottom volume button, that's how tall the iPod Nano is. The iPod Classic is very short. Same exact thing with the width. It's a lot more narrow than your iPhone 8 Plus. If you want an iPod that could store lots of media, then obviously the Classic will be the one for you, because the Nano is around 8 gigabytes. They only have two versions, that's 4 gigabytes and 8 gigabyte versions. And the iPod Classic 7th generation has 120 gigabyte, which is the one I have right now, and 160 gigabyte, which is the largest size on a click wheel iPod so far. Looking at the top of the iPods here, there's nothing at the Nano, but on the Classic here, we got the hold switch and the headphone jack. And at the bottom of the Classic, we got the 30-pin connector. And on the Nano, we pretty much have every single function at the bottom of the Nano. So we got the headphone jack, the 30-pin, and the hold switch all at the bottom. So if you like that type of style, then the iPod Nano will be a perfect choice for you. When you're buying an iPod, especially an older generation, even if you buy a brand new out of the box, you got to keep in mind that the batteries on these iPods, you're gonna have to switch them, replace them, because even a brand new factory battery, it will still die from age. So you got to make sure you buy one that has a brand new battery, that has a replacement battery, or two, maybe the iPod still has good battery life because the previous owner has been using it and charging it over time instead of just storing it in a drawer without charging it. And that's what makes the battery defective, by not charging it for a long period of time. So let's start by turning on the iPods here. I have both of these iPods on hold. Let me turn the first one on, which is the Nano, and let me turn the second one on, which is the Classic. And as you can see there, these are the screen sizes between both of these iPods. Not much of a difference, 2-inch screen and 2.5-inch screen from the Classic. And both of these screens are very bright as well. We got the music on top, and both of these still have the click wheel, so if you can hear this. On the Nano, it seems to be way louder. And on the Classic, it's way more quieter with the Classic. but you could also turn off that function. Let's start by pressing on the music option here to see what we have. And as you can see, the first option that we have is cover flow, and cover flow with the classic as well. So if I just click on the classic, we got all of these albums here that I have on the Nano and on the classic too. With the Nano is a tad bit faster because the storage that it has is like from a chip, the motherboard, and the storage from the classic is a hard drive, a hard drive that's mechanical. So anything that's mechanical is going to tend to run a bit slower than a chip that the iPod Nano has. So as you can see, I'm scrolling the album here, and it is a tad bit more smoother on the Nano. But honestly, it's not much of a difference. You're still going to scroll each album with no problem at all, without no noticeable lags or any type of glitch. So if we go back with the menu button here, we could go to let's go to the album option here. If we click this, we could still see the album cover thumbnails here that we have. But obviously, this is not better than the cover flow. The cover flow, it's more animated and it's more creative than the album option here that we have here. And I guess one of the last options we could choose is search. And this is how they basically look. They basically look exactly the same. But with the iPod Nano, you can see the letters a bit more closer with more zoom. So if you want to search for an album or an artist, it'll be a little bit more easier with the larger screen on the classic. So if you just go back here real quick, we can go to videos, and videos pretty much looks exactly the same here. I tried to download videos on these iPods, but I don't know why the Apple TV app on my MacBook is not letting me. I tried to convert the video to MOV. I tried to convert it to MP4, but nothing seems to be downloading on the iPods. But this is how it basically looks. Go to the settings here to show you guys how it looks. Now the next option is podcast. I got no podcast, so that's not going to choose. We go to extras, one of the best options here. And we do have clocks. We could click on the clocks here. It looks exactly the same with no different. We got calendars here. Pretty much the same exact thing. If I go to all calendars, we got the same exact dates. And we got games here. The games here, if we click on them, they're pretty much the same exact thing. The iPod is loading a bit slower because of the hard drive. But as you can see there, we got iQuiz, we got the card game here, and we got the Vortex. Let's click on the card game real quick just to show you guys how it looks. And that's how it pretty much looks on both items. Those are the screen sizes. So if I start game, resume game here, this is how it basically looks. And on the classic, you can see the numbers a bit more better than the Nano. You can see all the symbols, you can see all the symbols, numbers, and letters with the iPod, with the bigger screen of the classic. So let's go back, and the iPod Nano was a bit more faster again. We got notes here, basically the same exact thing, no different at all. We got the screen lock, same exact lock on both screens. And finally, we got the stopwatch, the backlight. Let me show you guys the option with the backlights, what you get. And it's still the same option between off, 2 seconds, all the way to 30 seconds, and always on. So I want to exit out. And one of the final things is the brightness. I'm going to show you guys how the brightness looks between both of these screens. And I'm 99% sure that both of these screens are original from Apple. So this is at around 50% on both screens here. Let me put it all the way low here. That's how it basically looks like. And as you can see on the classic, you can see the screen very, very good compared to the Nano, which is extremely dim and dark, and you could barely see that screen at all. So the classic definitely has a better and brighter screen than the Nano itself. So let me start by going up here, turning the brightness a bit up. This is at 50%, 70%, 80%. And then finally, this is 100%. This is how it basically is going to look like with 100% brightness. And of course, we have shuffle songs for both iPods and play now. So if you want to click on play now, you can click on the song that you're currently playing, and this is what's going to show you on both items. The layouts are pretty much the same exact thing. So if I just click on the center button here one time, it's gonna give you another option for the play. If I click it a second time, it's going to give you the option for the ratings here. And then press OK. Give it 5 stars here real quick. And if I click it a third time, it's going to give you the shuffle option. So if you want to shuffle off, or if you want to shuffle songs or the albums. One more thing that I've noticed about this iPod, since this does have a hard drive, you could hear the hard drive when you're switching the songs, but the sound is very minimal. So let me get my microphone here. Let me show you guys the sound. Hopefully you guys can hear it. So let's see here if I just press play here. Right there, you heard that little zzz sound? That's the hard drive, if you hear that. The hard drive is not that loud, so you don't have to be conscious of that. And of course, with the Nano, it doesn't have a hard drive. This is a 100% chip inside with the memory, with the storage inside of the chip of the motherboard. So this is not going to make no type of noises or mechanical noises or anything like that. So from the beginning of this video, I do have 3 of these headphones here from the Beats and Apple headphones. These are the Apple headphones that usually come with the iPod. These are the Beats 3. These has a magnet right here at the end, so these could go right back together like that. And they do include 3 types of tips here and 2 pairs of wings. This is a small size and there's a larger size if these small ones does not fit you. And these are the black color Beats here with the different types of ear tips that goes all the way inside your ear canal. These they feel like noise cancellation AirPods. They have the same exact noise level. So if you want to have some noise cancellation, having these double ear tips are here, just like these are the small size. Having these inside of your ear does a great job because these will go deeper, farther than the AirPods Pros. And we have the Apple AirPods, very classy look. Nothing much going on, very slim as well. Let me just show you guys how these headphones look on the iPods itself. So hopefully you guys could appreciate this, because I personally was planning to take these iPods to the gym and listen to them with the headphones on. Only when I'm working out though. If I'm like exercising, I'm gonna use wireless headphones, because obviously jogging or doing the Stairmaster is gonna get, these wires are gonna get in the way. But this is how it pretty much looks like with the iPods. Let me show you this one right here from the Classic. This is how it looks with the Classic here. As you can see, that's a very beautiful look that these iPods have with the headphones itself. So as you can see that, and when you hold it, this is how the wires are going to dangle from the top of the Classic. As you can see that on the other side. Same exact thing with the Nano. The Nano is very low key, especially with the black headphones. This iPod Nano is very low key. You could put it inside your small pocket and not have it noticeable, and it's not going to interrupt you at all. So let me switch up the headphones here real quick, and let me show you guys how the black headphones look with the Classic. And let me show you guys the white Beats here with the Nano. Okay, so this is how it pretty much looks like between both of these iPods. And I have to say, with the black headphones, they really do complement these black iPods, the space gray iPods. It makes it look very nice, especially with the click wheel being black and the headphones being black, and the gray color with the only 2 tones makes it look very nice. And with the white ones, it just looks kind of average. It doesn't really go with the iPod, especially the gray. With the silver, it might look better, but with the gray, it looks very average. But with the black one here, this one looks the best one for me. This would definitely look nice going to the gym or just being in public, because this iPod still looks very sleek. Basically looks like the newer model MacBook Pros and MacBook laptops that we have nowadays. And yes, the inline remote here works perfectly with both iPods. You could still play and pause here using the middle button, and you could still use the volume buttons to go up and down, even if the iPods are on hold. If it's on hold, it's still the remotes are still going to work. And with the Classic as well, if you have this, I thought this was the power button. If you have this on hold, the remote here is still going to work regardless. So these are the two Apple iPods that look basically the same, with the same exact operating system and around the same exact gray color shade on them. But this one is a lot cheaper than the classic, because the iPod Nano 3rd generation, you could buy them for around $25 to $50 for a used pair on eBay. Or if you go with the classic, you could buy the 7th generation for around $90 to $160. So it's like 3 to 4 times the price than the Nano. And the Nano, you have 24-hour battery life if you do decide to replace the battery for a brand new one. But with the classic 7th generation, you get around 36 hours. So basically around 12-hour difference. You are going to get 12 hours more with the classic than you are going to get with the Nano. Obviously, this one's going to have a bigger and longer battery life. So that was just a comparison between both of these iPods. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video between both of these iPods and comparing them side to side, comparing the screens here and letting you guys know how does it look when they're next to each other. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.